That's right. It's the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM and KVVB TV channel 33. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. We have Mr. Brett on sports. Good morning, Brett.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, and it's hashtag Tuesday Thoughts. What are your Tuesday thoughts today? Let's see. Also, supermoon is trending. Yes, we've talked about that here on the show. The supermoon will be closer than it normally is, so it looks a little bit larger for those of you taking a measuring tape out there and measuring it. We also got some sports stories, including, did you see this, Brett? The NHL and the puck that went like literally, what is that, millimeters, speaking of inches or centimeters? What was it? I don't remember the...
Yeah, well, there was an in the glass TV reporter that almost got hit with a hockey puck.
Yeah, and it literally came like maybe a couple. I mean, depending on your angle on this, you can see it right there. The look on the hockey player's face looks like, oh my god! And so there you go. Yeah, that's a hazardous job there, Brett. That's super hazardous. Being like reporting like that, I'm surprised. Yeah, so there you go. So be careful out there when you go to your hockey game. Make sure you got that, that wall in front of you, and as well as any net. That would be good. But yeah, so there you go. Hockey's one of those. Which, by the way, Ontario Reign in Ontario is a fantastic game. If you know anybody that has tickets, or maybe you need to get your own tickets, go to OntarioReign.com. You can get some more information there. But we got lots to talk about today, as well as this, Brett, West Virginia. Yeah, we had our teacher strike over here. Well, now West Virginia says we are left with no other choice. We'll talk about why they have no other choice, including a recall on Nature's Path Foods, 400,000 boxes. Now, it's a gluten-free cereal, so it's pretty good cereal. Now, I will say, another good gluten-free cereal, if you're doing any type of gluten-free, whether it be an allergy or just eating choice, Cheerios. Yeah, they're gluten-free, so I'm loving me some Cheerios. Okay, we need to take a break here on the morning show. When we get back, we'll be joined with more right after these messages. Stay tuned. All right, let's see who's in social media land over there. Let's see, I'm bringing it up here. Facebook, let's do a little roll call. And, sorry, somebody's feed came up on my feed. It was funny. Okay, so, yeah, what is going on in the world of sports, Brett? Much? Not much? Much? Sort of much?
Well, and I think the NBA gets back up and running on Thursday.
Yeah.
So they're still in the middle of their All-Star break.
All right, let me turn that down. All right, cool. I got, hey, Mike, good to see you. By the way, Mike, I owe you a message. Sorry, yesterday was, you ever have one of those days where you think you're going to be ultra productive, and then you realize, well, it's President's Day, so the little 6-year-old's home, the 17-year-old's home, and, your honey's tired and exhausted from, so you make it, instead of a Monday, you make it a lazy Sunday. That's basically what happened. I got no so I owe you a message, Mike. I'll get to you today. Today it's like today for us is like Monday. Mondays usually are our Sundays. That's the one day we actually kind of treat it, because we rarely get Sundays off either. So, and then doing the show 6 days a week, just so yeah, our schedules are a little off. So, Mike, I owe you a message regarding the detox. I will message you today. Stephanie Reed, good morning from, let's see, She says, hello, happy editing this glorious sunshine day for today. Don Piercy says, good morning. Mom says, Mr. Tim. Tim says, we have 2 sets to give away for Wednesday night's game. Oh, that's to the Ontario Reign game. I wonder who they're playing. So there you go. Let's see. Just missed Pierre by a couple of inches. Yeah. Yeah. That was close. Yikes. Have you ever been hit in the head or anywhere else that really hurt, Brett?
Yep.
Do you want to? What was it that hit you, and where did it hit you?
Oh, I've been hitting the back of the head, front of the head, side of the head.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, I got hit with a ball in where the sun don't shine. That you ever get hit there by?
Yep. Been hit there too.
Oh man. I was like, why do we not get cups? Why did it was recess? So
yeah.
That was painful.
Yeah. Here we go.
That's right.
That's right.
It's the morning show. Right here on ABC News Radio. KMET 1490 AM, already with our live TV audience over at KVVB TV, Channel 33. We welcome each and every one of you to the show, whether you're driving in the car, listening at work, you're joining our breakfast club, our social chat room as well. We got Mr. Brett on sports in the house. Good morning, Brett.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, and it's hashtag Tuesday Thoughts. What are your Tuesday thoughts today? It's also hashtag Supermoon. Hashtag Bernie. Yeah, Bernie, did you see this, Brett? Bernie has announced his 2020 presidential run. So,
yeah, what does that make? About 200 candidates now for running for president?
Yeah, good question. Good question. Let me see. Let's see. He says in a tweet, I'm running for president. I'm asking you to join me today as part of an unprecedented and historic grassroots campaign that will begin with at least 1 million people from across the country. Say you're in. And then he used bsanders.us/TW. I have no idea what that means, but so interesting information over there. Of course, as is anybody running, there are always, mixed reviews there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So Bernie's got his hat in. There were a couple in there, right, that you kind of like, whenever there's any presidential run, there's always people that kind of put their hat in really quick. They know they're not going to win, but they just kind of want to say they're running, right? And there's a few of those. I can't remember who, like, by name because I just don't remember. But Bernie Sanders, he's not like that. I mean, if he's going to run full speed ahead, right? I mean, having come close last year, it'll be interesting to see. So there you go. All right, let's see. We got a lot of you tuning in on Facebook. Big roll call to you guys. Thank you so very much. Stephanie Reed over there. Don Piercy. Mom's over there. Mom's a regular viewer. Tim Harris. Hello. Mike Young. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Mike. Let's see. Lily Rodriguez. And big shout out to Lily who did her 10-day detox. As well as, let's see, Angel Robertson. Good job, Angel. And many, many more. Including Mom. That's right. Mom lost like another couple pounds just in this week. She's like, oh, I lost. Every time she loses a pound, it's like, oh, I lost a pound. Yesterday she told me, she says, I think she said, I've tried so much, nothing's ever worked for me. She doesn't want me to throw out her age, I'm sure. But, she's well over my age, 40. So there you go. She's now, I applaud Mom because she's going to the gym. I tell her, don't run. She's fallen at times, and I don't want that to happen. But she walks, so now she walks regularly at the gym on the treadmill. Granted, because outside's not the best weather. She's been going 1.5 miles. So
good.
Go Mom, right? I know.
Yeah, she just got to continue the regular activity.
Yeah.
It might not be so much about distance or speed or anything like that, but just being able to keep that activity consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is going to be beneficial for her.
Yeah, we had one person talk about his journey, and I've mentioned it on the show before. He was he pretty much was going to be told by the doctor that he needed insulin. And I just remember his thought process there, that in that moment he like left and didn't want to go back to the doctor. And he's like, you know what, let me just go lose some weight. So he did the 30-day challenge, and because his cousin actually offered it, and he's like, just hook me up. And although he couldn't pay for it, his dad actually paid for it because he was unemployed at the time. And he just implemented 30 days of walking. I'm sorry, 30 days of walking. Probably 30 days of walking of 30 minutes a day. Just walking, right? Just some physical exercise. Anyway, long story short, he lost, I think, well over 60 pounds in 3 months, and ended up going back to the doctors, and the doctor's like, oh, you're fine. Like, all your numbers are fine. And he was like, whew. And he lost a significant amount of weight. He didn't have to go to the gym and push weights or do any of that. It was a combination of eating right, detoxing, and, of course, some physical movement. Like you just said, Brett, regularly at least just 30 minutes, right? Even just walking, not even running. So sometimes people think, and I get it because I've been there, that you need to do strenuous exercise in order to start losing weight or to get fit. And although, yes, if you want to build muscle, of course you got to do more strength exercise, right? But when it comes to just losing weight and getting more active, sometimes it's that sedentary movement of just, you know, going from here to there, watching the television. Hopefully, hey, the great thing about the morning show is you can work out and watch us, right? You can take us with you anywhere. In fact, Brett, how can people take us with them wherever they go?
All right. Well, if you're in the car, you can just tune into your car radio at 1490 AM. That's good. Or if you have your bedroom clock radio, just tune into 1490 AM. Or if you still have one of those portable huge radios from back in the 80s, you know, you can tune into 1490 AM that way too. Or if you have your laptop or your desktop computer, just go to KMBT1490am.com and you can tune us in that way as well. And if you have a smartphone, or if you have a tablet or some other form of a smart device, then our app is very simple to download. And you can go to the Apple App Store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store on your Android phone, and then just download the KMET 1490 AM app, because it's completely, totally 100% free. Mm-hmm. And yes, you're not going to get any kind of like email after you download the app. You're not going to be asked about 1,000 questions about your personal life or nothing like that. No, you're not gonna have to go through that garbage. So just download our 1490 AM KMET app, and then you can listen on your smartphone or your smart device, and then you can take us wherever you want to.
Exactly. So lots of ways to take us. Some of you watch us on Facebook, and you still just let it run. You don't even look at it. We appreciate you. I think Taz was like on his bike at one time doing that, and I was like, wow. Well, just don't look at your cell phone. So let's see. You guys are commenting on social media. Let's see. Lily, who did the 10-day detox, she says, I feel so much better. I eat healthier and exercising. She said, since the detox, I have no ulcer pains or digestive issues. New me. And I'm glad to hear that, Lily. And yeah, she did the 10-day detox. Mom did the 30-day, and she's doing another 30-day. That's how much she liked it. So good job, Mom. All right, so switching gears up, you know, we always talk about healthy eating or healthy drinking. Like yesterday, we talked about diet beverages, right? Not being necessarily good, especially for postmenopausal women. They've seen an increase in strokes of those women that actually do drink more than one a day. So be careful out there. Well, now, of course, you're thinking, well, okay, I've heard enough about gluten-free, and this is the way I want to go. But whether it be gluten-free or not, we see recalls all the time. And that goes for Nature's Path Foods, recalling more than 400,000 boxes of its Enviro Kids gluten-free cereal. Yeah, that's a thing. And that's what's happening. So if you have this product in your house or in your cupboard, you might want to just say, no thank you, I appreciate it, but no thank you. and just send it back. And so there you go. Yeah, gluten-free box. It's cute. It's got a little, elephant on the front. So you're thinking, oh, that's so yummy and delicious. Yeah, send it back. Not for you. Jungle Munch Organic. That's what it is. So make sure you return it. It's a voluntary recall.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be suspicious about a cereal called Jungle Munch.
Well, they got Choco Chimps and Gorilla Munch. So what's good.
I can't have a cereal. No, I can't have that. Yeah. No.
Other gluten-free Nature's Path and EnviroKids products are not impacted and are not part of the voluntary recall. The company said in the notice the error was isolated to one facility and due to air contamination as a result of incorrect production scheduling. So in a statement, Nature's Path spokeswoman Wendy Kubota said the recall was for 416,000 boxes and nationwide for the U.S. and Canada. Yes, for those that actually do gluten-free, it's especially those who have an allergy to wheat, like celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, those definitely should not consume the affected cereals due to potential adverse health effects. That's according to the notice. So be careful out there. And even though we know you're looking at that little elephant and you're thinking, oh, he's so cute. Yeah, send it back. At least until they have a good shipment coming back. Then, of course, you can check it out. All right, so there's that. And then there's this. This is happening in West Virginia, Brett. Yes, our friends in West Virginia, teachers, announced they will go on strike today, almost 1 year after a statewide walkout, and in response to a bill they say is retaliatory. Union leaders at a news conference cited frustration with Republican leaders' deliberations over proposed education legislation. Fred Albert, president of the American Federation of Teachers West Virginia chapter, said, "We are left with no other choice." The state's teachers and school service personnel went on 13-day strike that began a year ago Friday, protesting their pay, their insurance plan. The walkout inspired teacher demonstrations around the country from Oklahoma and Arizona, including Los Angeles and Denver this year. The strikes are still continuing. Teachers in Oakland, California plan to walk out on Thursday. Yeah, so there you go. Striking teachers in West Virginia last year won a 5% pay raise, an average of about $2,000 per year. Katie Endicott, an English teacher, told USA Today, "It's disappointing that the situation has come to this so soon after, and West Virginian teachers are going on strike." So there you go. Then why? I'm a little. I'm sure there's more details on that, but I don't have it.
I think one of the details is when the teachers come back, they should be required to learn the lyrics of "Take Me Home, Country Road." Yeah, because come on, I mean, what now? Every state's going to start striking? All the teachers across the country and every state's going to start striking?
Well, let's see. So according to this, discussions about the education legislation reached a tipping point as compromise seemed impossible. The legislation, said fellow Mingo Central English teacher Robin Ellis, includes public funding for charter schools attached to an additional teacher raise. One bill version also leaves out an amendment prohibiting lawmakers from profiting from charter schools. Mingo teachers voted to go on a one-day strike 2 weeks ago, and they plan to walk out Tuesday following the state or the Senate's shenanigans, as they put it. Shenanigans. That's always pretty clear. And the Senate's version of the bill would allow for up to 7 charter schools statewide and provide for up to 1,000 education savings accounts for parents to pay for private school. The House passed its version of the bill last week. Union leaders said they will consider the situation day by day when it comes to the length of the strike. So, the only one to really suffer from this are the teachers that need to get paid, right? Because that's what happened this last round of strikes. There are some teachers that are like, look, I need to work. I need to put food on the table. I cannot not work. But, of course, there's implications if you work against a strike. And then, of course, there's the kids, right, that suffer. So I just hope they get their act together and something somewhere, somehow, like, I mean, look, the California one, I didn't know they were going to go back on strike, but there you go. So what have you to say about that in social media? We want to know. Let us know in social media right there. You can find us on Facebook at KMET 1490 AM or KVVB TV, channel 33. Also, Periscope when it's up and running. We need to take a break here on the morning show. When we get back, we got more stories that are trending right after these messages. So don't go anywhere. And if you do, download our app, KMET 1490 AM. All right, we're on our commercial break. Good morning, each and every one of you. Let's see here. We got Tim Harris over there. Thank you, Tim. Let's see. Yes, Tim says, no, not necessarily muscle. Do it for your cardio health, too. Yeah. Even if it's just for your, we talked about cardiovascular disease. Pretty much 1 in 2 people have it. So look at your friends, and hopefully you're not that other one. But if you are, right, you need to take care of that. I always hear from people every now and then that just don't want to change their ways. You know, they're like, well, you know, I've smoked and nothing's happened. Or my grandma smoked. She lived to be 100. Yeah, but she didn't eat as much processed food as we do now. It's amazing what's in these foods just to keep them on the shelf longer, Brett. Got to be careful out there. So, all right, let's see here. This happened. A power lifter freed a man pinned by a 2-ton SUV. Yeah, that happened. Whew, man. Imagine being that guy. You'd be like, oh, man, I'm so glad you work out. Speaking of, you know what? This is a theme. Let's go with the theme. Why not? Eating right. Eating certain things, but sending them back because you might not eat right. And then those that actually work out for muscle and how we're actually thankful they do. That's the man. Yeah, you could tell he's used to lifting pretty big stuff. It's a let's see, the headline, a Herculean... Let's see, Herculean, there you go, Herculean task. You ever see that where like you see a word and it just doesn't compute the same as the way it sounds? That's how I felt right now. All right, so let's see. Also this. Oh yeah, the Oscars are coming up, so everybody's talking about the Oscars, including looking at past year's Oscars. And I think Oscars have a lot of mud on their face again, right? I think because they said they were going to get rid of 2 categories, one of them being editing. I forget the other category. Well, they got so much heat on that. They're like, okay, we're going to bring those categories back. Did you see that?
Not only that, but they now they're going to have every award live on the air. Remember, because there were going to be some awards that weren't going to be shown.
Well, yeah, those are the 2 awards that they weren't going to show. But there are a lot that they don't show, which are the smaller awards. But they were going to, they were. So let's see. The plan was to hand out certain Oscars during commercial breaks.
Yeah,
which I get it because they're paying for airtime, and airtime on national television is very expensive. Very expensive.
There are other. It's like speeding up a baseball game. There are other ways you can speed it up.
Yeah, well, they don't have a host this year, right? I think.
That's one way to speed it up.
That's exactly. So, like.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, KVVB TV, channel 33, Facebook Live, and Periscope TV. Yes, we appreciate each and every one of you here. Now, we were talking just a moment ago about, you know, maybe you don't want to build muscle, but you just want to get your heart right and do the cardio to feel good about yourself. That's good for a lot of us. And then for some of us, we're just so happy that some people actually go out and build the muscle. Yes, Ryan Belcher, he was leaving work Thursday afternoon in Michigan when and he's a power lifter, by the way, he heard a loud noise in the distance. And he's told the local radio station or local TV station there, he says, I just hear a big smash. And as I look out, a crowd of people are coming and this vehicle is flipped upside down. He said, my first instinct was to just take off out there. Now, a man lay pinned by the overturned Jeep with his body halfway out of the wreckage as 4 or so people gathered trying to help. He told the website. He was talking about his legs. Now he couldn't feel his legs. Now, Ryan Belcher, he weighs a total of 350 pounds. And I have to say, a lot of it's muscle because he's a power lifter. And as power lifters do, they lift with their power. He squatted as much as 950 pounds. Yikes. Now, the black Jeep Cherokee weighs roughly 2 tons. So the 29-year-old stuck his arms inside the car and grabbed it, hoping to move the car that had trapped the man against the speed limit sign. Lifting and pushing, he leveraged his weight to move the car perhaps 3 feet, enough to free the man so that others could pull him to safety. On the burst of strength that allowed him to move the car, he told Fox News, "Where it came from, I cannot tell you." The man freed from the car and a woman also involved in the crash were transported to a hospital in critical condition. No fatalities, though, were reported. Now, in a Facebook post on Sunday, Belcher said he visited a hospital to meet the man he freed from the car, which was known as 36-year-old Montrell Tinsley. Now, the sheriff's office spokesman Derek Jackson told the site that the Jeep was stopped on Michigan Avenue when a second vehicle struck it from behind. The Sun calls him now the Hulk. Yes, Belcher's son, the Hulk. Which, do you remember that in the Hulk, Brett? There was a scene there where he lifts up the car, right?
Yeah, and that's also one of those activities and one of those skills that you have to do in the World's Strongest Man competition.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. He said he's uneasy about hero comparisons since Thursday's incident. He says, like any humble man, he says, "To say that I'm a hero, I don't know, but I'm glad to have been there, and I was put there for a reason." Yeah, so good job. That's what I say about that. I'm telling you. You know, sometimes people think, oh, like, what are they going to do with that muscle? Well, he just proved what you could do with that muscle. So, good job. And that's what we're talking about. So, see, if you're going to, like, power lift that many pounds, go to the rescue. You know, he could have been like most people. They just kind of watch and go, don't know what I could do. He tried. He didn't know if he could do it or not. And this is another point when it comes to power and strength, right? Sometimes we don't know what our bodies are capable of. Karate, martial arts, they show, you know, once you're able to focus, you can do things that you didn't think were possible. And this man, he didn't think about it. He just did it. And he got that extra strength. And you know what? I applaud this man. And there you go. So for all of you out there that there you go. That's an encouraging thing to think about, right? I mean, who knows? That car could have exploded, or, I mean, I don't know. I'm taking it next level. I'm seeing a whole scene in my head, which is like a movie. All right, we need to take a break here on the morning show. When we get back, we got more right after these messages. Yes, stay tuned. We got some surprises for you. We'll be right back right after this. All right, guys, I'm super excited about this next interview. It took
Sorry.
Anyway, I'm excited. You'll see why in a moment. I'm so excited.
Yeah, in about a minute. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Will do. Okay.
Okay, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Oprah. Huge fan. I know I've met people that are huger fans than me, but it's not any, like, to know you are 1 degree away from Oprah is pretty cool, right? And I met several people that know Oprah personally, but I never thought the day would come where we would, like, let's just say this. The editor-at-large of O, editor-at-large of O, the Oprah Magazine, and creative director, Adam Glassman and Gayle King are here with us. I'm so excited. Okay, let's, like, keep it chill. You know, we're going to talk like normal here.
All right. Okay, so we're coming back, and here we go.
All right.
AMET 1490 AM.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM and KVVB TV channel 33. We hope you're making it a great day. And two people that are making it a great day for everybody out there. Yes, it is the Oprah Magazine, also known as O. We have with us in the wings waiting, Gayle King and Adam Glassman. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
We are here in the wings, Aaron. Good to be with you.
We're here for you.
Oh, yes, we are.
Lounge. We like it.
Well, we love what you guys are doing over there. It's a great magazine, very inspirational. You got some great stuff out there. Let's talk about Talbots. What is Talbots, and how can people participate with the great Talbots wear?
Well, we're in the Talbot store right now, Aaron. If you could see me, you would know I'm wearing a black and white striped top that Adam Glassman designed in the Capsule Collection. We're in a Talbot store here in New York City. And the Capsule Collection and other things go on sale today at your favorite Talbot store. So we recommend that you run, don't walk there.
Have you ever been to a Talbot
Good
there? And it
question.
sounds like you don't know, but I think your mom or your girlfriend or
the women in your life, yes.
You're okay. You know who would know? Yes, my fiance would know already, and she would be like, "Why do you not know Talbots?" Now, the women in empowering women in the workplace. This is what this collection does. Let's talk about that. How is this wear so much different than anybody else's?
Well, this is really what it is. Yeah. That we and Talbot and Dress for Success partner together. The net proceeds, 30% of the net proceeds go directly to Dress for Success. They empower women by teaching them how to interview for jobs, resume skills. They give them suits. When you go off to an interview, you need to look amazing. So Dress for Success, really, they're the ones that are empowering people. We're in the money to help them do it. We designed this collection so that everyday people can just buy the collection and the proceeds go to Dress for Success.
We are everyday people, as Sly and the Family Stone used to say. And you remember this, Aaron, when you go for a job interview, your mom and your grandmother used to tell you you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Oh, yeah.
Judge
all the time.
Walk in the door.
Yeah.
And that still holds true today. So the thing about the Talbot's collection, Dress for Success, and O Magazine, everybody wants to look good, and we want you to look good. So the capsule that Adam has designed, that's on sale now in all the Talbot store, along with your gently used, gently worn clothes that can help another woman, give another woman joy, all adds up to making a woman feel good about herself. That's why this partnership works so well. In our 4th year, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to say. Congratulations on the Oprah Magazine. I can imagine. I remember when Oprah took her series off television, I said, "What? Why? Why would she do this?" And then she opened the Oprah Magazine during that time, and I thought, "Okay, this is good." What's been the secret to your success altogether, getting this magazine past all this time, and including now the channel, your own channel?
Well, the beauty is that the magazine and the Oprah show overlap. You know, she was on the show for 25 years. The magazine, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary next year. The thing is that Oprah herself and her message resonates. You know, she really is about living your best life, being your best person, and helping you. When the magazine started, Adam, we called it a personal growth guide, and that really hasn't changed. Our message
No, it hasn't,
still hasn't changed 20 years later.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
why
an annual
yeah.
for personal growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you two ever like compare dresses and say, okay, like I like that, but give me a little flair to it? Do you compare dresses, or you just kind of have your own individual style?
I just rely on Adam Glassman. You know, I anchor the news on CBS in the morning, which I know is your favorite morning show.
Of course.
Usual for me to send him a picture. I know it's not. Or if I'm going to an event, to send him a picture from a dressing room saying, what do you think about this? Or show it different all the different options that I'm considering. So when it comes to deciding what to wear, everybody should have an Adam Glassman in their life is all I'm saying.
And Adam, do you ever tell her no? Do you ever say like, that's not going to work for you?
I love that question. Does Adam ever say no?
But
brutally honest.
I am brutally honest. But Gail has her own sense of style, and she has a great sense of style.
I didn't say we always agree, but he's right 99.999%.
Look, he may let you think that, but then he'll still put something great. You always are in good hands. Now let's talk about 30%. I want to go back to that because you're matching donations up to a certain amount, and the women that you meet through this Dress for Success, or the people that are involved in this, what are some of the stories that have impressed both of you?
Well, actually, we have 3 of the women in our studio here today, but unfortunately, you can't see them because we're doing radio.
I know.
Our word that they look good.
They look good. They have gotten themselves back up and running.
Yeah,
they've been able to help their families.
Exactly. And partnering with Dress for Success, we want you to do well. They want you to do well, and they want you to get the job. At Talbot's, we want you to look good when you go to get the job. And at Oprah Magazine, we're all cheering for you all the time. There's nothing better, I think, being a girl child, as I was born with, in lifting up and empowering other women. And that's why this partnership works so well, because we're all trying to do the same thing. We want you to live your best life, and we want you to succeed.
Well, I'm looking at the site right now, talbots.com /O magazine. Yeah.
Right now.
Or /success. You can find it in both ways on Talbot. It's launched today.
Since you said that you have a fiance, I'm thinking you could get some brownie points if you go to a Talbot store today.
I think
pick up a couple of things.
Well, I know. I'm thinking I might do that. I'm looking at, let's see, the 30% of net, the bring in new wear to work clothing, and the giving. You know, why, especially in today's environment when it comes to dressing for success, sometimes I hear on both sides, I hear some people that are like, oh, just dress with however you feel. I mean, Gail, when you put on a dress, do you know how you feel, but are there certain reasons you pick something versus another dress? Are you going for a power? Are you going for style? What's most important to you, or that you feel good in it?
Well, different moods and different occasions where you're going call for different looks. And so I'd like to think I dress appropriately. Adam and I were looking at a story today of someone that had on a dress that we thought, where in the world is she going?
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I saw that yesterday. I said, why would you wear that?
No, you don't. You do not know what we're thinking. No, you don't, Aaron. Take it back. So, I mean, I try to think that wherever I'm going and whatever I'm doing, that I'm looking okay. And it's true. Yeah. When you feel good, you look good, and it gives you a confidence that I can't even explain to you.
Yeah, and I always believe that your clothes, you should feel alive and beautiful in your clothes.
Yeah.
If you put something on and you do not feel special or you do not feel great, take it off and put something else on. Truly.
All right.
Your outfit happens to be a uniform, then let it be a uniform of sorts.
Right.
Well, I love it. I love what you two are doing over there. Thank you again, Gail, for doing all that you do over there with the Oprah Magazine. Tell Oprah we love everything she's done. And also, thank you so very much, Adam, for adding your creative genius.
Aaron.
Yes, Gail.
Aaron, what are you wearing?
I am wearing a suit with a tie. Purple.
Oh, purple tie. Okay.
For radio, you wear such a dressed-up look. That's impressive.
Yeah.
We're on social media. We're on new media, too. So we're on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
No, I dress for success every day. No, I listen to you. No, this is real stuff. I want to say a big thank you. We know we got to let you guys go. Thank you very much, Gail.
Okay, bye, Aaron.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye, Adam. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to let them go before they cut us off there, but we appreciate them. Yes, they're doing a big TV tour. And we got that last minute, very interesting way we got that interview scheduled. So I want to say a big thank you to them. We need to take a break. We need to regroup because I'm getting hot flashes here. I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, we'll take a break right after this. We'll take a break and then we'll come back. Oh my God. Be right back. Oh my goodness. That, for me... That was almost as good as I mean, I don't even need it. I mean, I would love to talk to Oprah one day. Oprah comes into my dreams every now and then. Is that weird, Brett? Is that weird? I think for some that would be weird for me to even admit. But yeah, we even had a sit down one time in my dream. And she's like, you took too much time asking me personal questions. Let's get into the interview. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so that was I've always looked up to Oprah. Everything that she's done, right, has always been pretty epic. To go from her humble story to, I mean, she's done it all, right? She's hosted, she's acted, she's a great entrepreneur, great businesswoman. You don't put limits on Oprah. But being able to speak to Gail as part of that whole team just was like, oh, yeah, I know. I got, okay. So you guys go like, wow, does Aaron get, yes, I got hot flashes, Tim. I did. I'm getting hot here. I'm like, oh my God, I was trying to keep it together. Yeah, that's so a big shout out and thank you to their team over there who scheduled that. That was fantastic. I'm on cloud 9 for the rest of the year. You can't do nothing to me. I will be like, hey, we had the Oprah magazine on. That was great. All right. Let's see. Taz says, please tell her Morning from the Breakfast Club. Oh, they'll see it again because we're going to tag them on this video. So they'll see all your comments. So if you guys want to say anything to the Oprah team over there, go ahead and do that. It'll also, we'll rebroadcast it on Periscope. So they'll see it over there as well. And we'll tag Oprah and Gail, of course. Yes, Taz agrees. Gail is awesome on CBS News. Yeah, so wasn't that cool? I know, right? Well, I gave you a glimpse, but I still was unsure if we were going to get them because there was some correspondence that I was looking for and I couldn't find, so I thought, oh, they're, don't get too excited. But now, come on, Brad, come on, that was kind of cool. You got to admit. All right, let's see. Let's move on. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to be on cloud 9. I don't care. I know, right? See, Taz appreciates it. He goes, huge interview. Thank you. Don says, great interview. Thank you. Yeah, and you guys all make that possible for watching us every day. And they go, oh, you guys have people over there. Oh, great job, Don. Yeah, see, it's a small world. It's interesting. I've had people that produced for the Oprah Winfrey Show. I met one, but I couldn't afford her for it, so I was like, maybe one day. But yeah, I got her resume, and I thought, wow, how cool is that? So every now and then, like the circle gets smaller and smaller. So,
all right, here we go.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. And KVVB TV, channel 33. Yes, if you want to dress for success, and you'll definitely want to check out the lineup. It's very simple. All you have to do is type it in. It's talbots.com/O magazine, or you can just go to talbots.com and check it all out right there. Says, give confidence, hope, style. Says, we're back. Join Talbots and the Oprah magazine once again in support of Dress for Success. In just 4 years, they've positively impacted the lives of 100,000 women. Together, they've helped even more this year. So, Dress for Success, going places, going strong. It's all there. You can check it out. And 30% of the net proceeds do benefit the Dress for Success. That's a pretty big portion there. The 5 limited edition Be Good to Yourself pieces are part of their ultra comfortable Tea by Talbots collection and inspired by the belief that women should look and feel great on the go. And I'm just guessing. I'm not sure, Brett, what they're talking. I'm kind of sure what they're thinking of, like on their morning show, because I saw it yesterday. And I don't want to say the name. I really don't. But did you see the dress that somebody wore out in public? Did you see it? It was.
I did. Yeah. It did nothing for me. Absolutely. Oh, by the way. And this message is for Brenda, by the way.
Yes.
There are 2 Talbot stores in the immediate area.
Oh, good. Where?
One in Pasadena.
Ah, perfect.
And there is one in Manhattan Beach. So
okay.
Yeah, so Brenda, just file that information away.
Yeah, we were in Pasadena on Sunday. Darn, I should have taken her. But okay, well there you go. Well, now you know. We will shop there in honor of Gayle King, and of course,
Gail's going to put that. She's going to file that away, and she will make you accountable for that.
I know. She will. She probably has like one of those like major memories, and then I'm going to be like meeting her and be like, she'll be like, "Did you dress your woman for success?" And what am I going to say? No, I can't say that. So
not say no.
No,
better follow through.
We need to rectify that. And big shout out to fashion correspondent and also of Extra. He's the creative director for the Oprah magazine, and also fashion correspondent for Extra, Adam Glassman. So that was great to have both of them with us. So there you go. And of course, if you are thinking about getting the Oprah magazine, you can subscribe to it. Just go to oprahmag.com and check it out right there. You'll see Gayle King on there as well with some necklaces and some other great wear. So go check that out. And there you go. Oprah also does this really cool thing on Sundays. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Soul Sundays. I think that's what it's called. And it's on Facebook. It's if you go to their Facebook page of Oprah, it's Super Soul. Super Soul Sunday. And you can find it on Facebook. They actually premiere it there as well. It's also on YouTube. It's on all new media. So really good. They like basically sit in what looks like a outside area, like either a park or a local, all greenery. In some areas there's like ocean in the back. Really nice. Not on a typical set, but it makes you feel like, oh, this is that lazy Sunday feel good session I'm having with Oprah and her team, right? So I love that she does that. I'm glad she does that. She does it so well. And I honestly, Brett, I have yet to see another person on television do what Oprah has done for television. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many. I mean, you see some that like kind of go down to just purely entertainment, like Jerry Springer, right? There's nothing you're going to learn about that except, birth control.
It's interesting that you bring up Oprah because the person that Oprah looked up to the most?
I do not.
Yeah. Her initials are MTM.
MTM. Mm.
She just recently passed away a couple years ago.
Oh!
She had her own show.
Yeah!
In fact, she had under her production company, she had many shows.
That's right. Are you talking about Mary Tyler Moore?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's right. Yeah. All right.
I remember it was a big surprise to Oprah when they brought Mary Tyler Moore on her show. Oprah lost it. I mean, I've seen the video of it, and they actually, Oprah did like, how the opening of the Mary Tyler Moore show was?
Right.
They recreated it. Instead of Mary Tyler Moore in Minneapolis, they did it with Oprah in Chicago. And yeah, Oprah says to this day that Mary Tyler Moore was a huge inspiration for her.
Right. Yeah, no, and it's true. Like, whenever you meet somebody that's a huge inspiration for you, which Oprah is one of those that is a huge inspiration for me. She is one of the very few daytime talk show hosts that I say, okay, I'm taking lessons from the way she talks to people, right? Probably why she gets in my dreams often. And she's always like, it's almost like she's training me through the dreams. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And so, yeah, I totally, I mean, I would be like a 5-year-old girl in a candy store. I would scream from the top of my lungs if Oprah all of a sudden walked in the door. But, so, and I know that wasn't Oprah, but that was Gail, right? Like, you look how many shows they did together, right? Gail, I mean, now Gail's got her thing going on as well, but still staying true to the Oprah magazine. So again, I am just, that will go down as one of, let's see, so Stanley was my number one, but Stanley now is kind of like right up there with Gail. We had another one recently that I really thought was cool. So I don't know. It's going to be hard, but there you go. All right. Let's move on. Cause I know you guys are like, I know I'm fanning it. And sometimes it's like when you see a fanboy the fan, it's like, all right, enough now. Down, boy. So let me switch gears just entirely, get my head off that. So this happened, Netflix. I'm a little upset by this. Yes, I went from happy to very upset in literally like that. Jessica Jones and The Punisher. Did you see this? Oh, my goodness. Well, I know Sean Nickerson, our other, my Hollywood Social Lounge co-host of the day, Sean Nickerson, loves this show. Both of these shows. He actually turned me on to both shows. Well, wait, he turned me on to Jessica Jones because I think he saw that first. And the first season was really good. Second season, not so good. It's like they took the writers from that and threw it over to Daredevil and or Punisher. But now Punisher is getting the axe as well. Yeah, I'm not very excited about this, Brett. No, it's actually very upsetting. You know why? Because it's a lot of hours that you binge watch on these. Yes, okay, I don't have much time, but the time that I do spend, it's on these shows. And, one after the other. So, look, I talk about all the time DC and Marvel and how DC's movies are just not as good as Marvel's movies, right? But having said that, some of Marvel's television as well has done really well, like Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones. Some of you never have watched it, and now you probably never will, because you'll be like, oh no, it's only 2 seasons, I don't think I want to get to it. Now I will say, again, Jessica Jones, first season, if you just do the first season, you'll be good. If you skip the second season, I will have saved you some time. Punisher, though. Punisher, along with Daredevil, which they canceled after, I think, 3 seasons, which, by the way, was the first and third. If you skip the second season, you're fine. Just go from first to third. You'll still be happy with that. And then Punisher, season 1, season 2, just really good. But there you go. Yeah, let's see. The third season of the show will still be streamed, of Jessica Jones. Okay, so that's happening. But the relationship between Netflix and Marvel looks like it's over. Of course, the two struck a deal in 2013 that involved 4 series based on Marvel characters, as well as The Defenders, which I didn't care for. That was kind of dumb. That had the Iron Fist guy, and yeah, I didn't believe him as an Iron Fist. Terrible acting. Confirming that The Punisher will not return for a 3rd season, Netflix nodded to showrunner Steve Lightfoot and the crew in a statement to Deadline. Said, "We are proud to showcase their work on Netflix for years to come." What does that mean? Does that mean you're just going to leave it up there so people could kind of watch what could have been? The streaming giant also confirmed season 3 of Jessica Jones will be its last, thanks showrunner Melissa Rosenberg and the cast. By the way, the cast, all of these cast members were probably the closest. Like, you know how sometimes, okay, Ben Affleck as Batman, we could have told you that, right, Brett, from the beginning. I think we did.
You that.
Yeah, we were like, that's terrible casting. That's just, why would you do that? But these 2 characters, especially as Punisher, yeah, like, if you know the series, you know he's as bad as that guy is in The Punisher. Punisher star John Bernthal said goodbye to fans on Instagram Monday. He says, "Go hard, be safe." And I have to say, now, for those of you that don't know Marvel very well, they've made several versions of the Punisher. Movies, by the way. But you're thinking, where did they go? Yeah, that's how bad they were. Now, one of them, which wasn't too bad, was, what's his name? Eckhart? Let's see. How many Punisher were there? Let's see. Punisher, people. Let's see. I'm going to Google. Yes, go to google.com/trans if you want to find out what's trending, as happens on our Fridays. So, yeah, there were several Punishers, and one of the good ones was Aaron Eckhart. I think that's his name. Aaron Eckhart, right? Is that his name? Or did I just completely botch his name right now? No, yeah, Aaron Eckhart, yeah. In fact, we interviewed him at the Comic-Con one year, and I thought, okay, I didn't want to ask him about Punisher because it didn't make it a second one. But he was probably the second best Punisher next to this guy. And this guy was, like, perfect. I thought for sure they would let it run. But now, here's what I know, Brett. I can tell you, because remember Disney said they were going to end and they were going to put their own platform out. They ended their contract, I think, come 2020. Disney owns Marvel. So now we know, not based on, like, no reviews or it being terrible shows. It's not that. I can tell you without a doubt, it's the whole Disney, Netflix going, bye-bye. See you later. Our contracts ran out. Bye-bye. And now Disney. So here's my hope. My hope is that Disney does their own app, as they said they would. They have it already ready. And they're going to be like, you know what? We're going to bring all those people back. And they're going to relaunch it on their Disney app because, you know, a lot of people will sign up for that, including this one right here. Man, Brett, I got a lot of things to sign up for. I got to go to Talbot's for Brenda. I got to go to, let's see, Oprah Magazine to subscribe. I gotta go find out the new Disney app that they're launching. Yeah, Sean wasn't happy about it. You know what Sean sent me, Brett? He sent me this in a text. Sean Nickerson, again, our other sound engineer of ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. He says, I think I'll use that money and try DC Universe channel. He says, Jessica Jones and Punisher just got axed by Netflix. Guess Netflix will be getting axed by me, I think. So, there you go. That's how he put it down. All right, well, we need to let you guys go listen to more stuff here on both channels. Brett, who's coming up next?
We have the Mortgage Voice coming up next. So usually Sean's pretty direct in what he says if he's opinionated about something.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't mince words.
Normally he does not, no.
No.
So, again, Brenda, the two Talbot's locations are in Manhattan Beach and Pasadena.
We're going shopping, babe. Gail said to. So, what Gail says, we must do. So, there you go.
That's right. Mortgage Voice coming up next. Good night, everybody.
All right. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for spending time with us here on the morning show. How cool was that? I know. I'm still on cloud nine. Seriously, I don't think anything can happen in my life right now that I cannot not stay on cloud nine. Right. So there you go. If you haven't picked up the latest Oprah, but again, go check that out. Oprah's got a great show. Again, it's, what did I say it was? Super Soul Sundays? It's really good. Really well done. Yeah, Super Soul Sunday. And they premiere it also on Facebook Watch, because that's the thing now, right? You can watch it with everybody else. And they got some great guests on there. So it's relaxing. It makes you feel good. Good thoughts there. And again, she's always one to... You could tell... Now, that's one person. When people say, who do you look up to? I enjoy that she's always implemented the entertainment side, but always gives you room to think about something or to motivate you or to inspire you, right? And so many people do get inspired by that, but they learn something at the same time, and they have fun watching at the same time. So that's one person I've always said, you know what? They're doing more with their airtime than most people do, right? Nothing against Jerry Springer, but come on. I mean, that's probably why he's going to go back to judging now. So, there you go. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate each and every one of you for spending time with us here on The Morning Show. Thank you. We appreciate you. Again, if it's not without you, we would not even have a show because nobody will be watching or listening. So, thank you. Thank you for spreading the word. We've got Stephanie Reed over there. Says Disney has already has an app called Disney Now. Oh, well, then I hope they do the Marvel with Disney shows, because I need to see that. And have you guys done the CBS, what is it called, CBS Now? Like, everybody has their Now, right? So, including us. We got to go. Bye now. Bye.